What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Reaper here, coming at you with yet another gameplay video from Need for Speed. It's going to be me and Beast in the lobby, just kind of goofing around, playing around. But we are starting a new YouTube series. This is one that I like to call Politics, Religion, and Bad Language. This is going to be my personal views, Beast's personal views, and every week we're going to do this, and we're going to have somebody try to join the lobby or something along those lines. This project will kind of evolve as it goes, but what we're going to do is we're going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about everything that is supposed to be taboo in this world. You always say never talk religion with your friends, never talk politics with your friends. I think that's bullshit. It's always going to be bullshit. The second you make a subject taboo, the second it becomes too powerful. So we need to all realize that this stuff is not untouchable. So that's what this series is all about. I welcome anybody. We're going to stream this live on YouTube. I welcome anybody to jump in the chat with us, have a good time. Tell me your opinions. If you disagree with me and think I'm an asshole, by all means, let me know. I am more than happy to talk with you, have a civil debate. We'll discuss it. We'll have some fun, and we'll play some Need for Speed. And we'll do different games, obviously, throughout this series. But it's just something that I feel pretty passionate about. And I like to get my opinion out there because I like to hear myself talk. Obviously, with this intro, proves this to be true. So without further ado, Beast, go ahead and say what's up, man. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, guys?
So, we have a bunch of topics. We were actually doing a lot of research earlier. One of my favorite things, and I had to talk about this. I had to talk about this as soon as I saw the video. Did you guys hear about the kid in Baltimore who ran into the police car while playing Pokemon Go? I know you saw the video, Beast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Saw it like 3 times on the talk with my mom earlier today.
So, this cop almost gets hit. Nobody got hurt, which was good. Nobody got hurt. But this kid plows into this cop car in Baltimore. All of a sudden, the cop gets up to him. What the hell were you doing? The kid looks at the cop and goes, I was playing this stupid-ass game. He admits Pokemon Go while he was driving. Amazing. I don't get it. I definitely have strong opinions.
My driving's bad. My driving's bad, but...
It was Need for Speed in real life. See, and my friends know that I have pretty strong opinions about Pokemon. I'm a very big conspiracy theorist about this stuff. Oh, I know, right? What the hell are you talking about? No, it's kind of borderlining paranoia. I feel like Mel Gibson in conspiracy theory. I really do sometimes, man. I feel like I need to wrap my room in aluminum foil and just kind of hide from everything. But because, dude, the Pokemon aliens are gonna get us, man. It's gonna happen. Just trust me.
Pokemon aliens. Wow.
What was that thing that you saw in Saudi Arabia about Pokemon Go?
It was... Oh, crap. I gotta go look it up. It was something along the lines of Saudi Arabia, bans the un-Islamic Pokemon Go. Something like that.
Oh, so the non-Islamic aspects of Pokemon Go are banned in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Saying that because of the certain symbols in the game, and the sport. To me, it feels like they're going more back to the card game than actual Pokemon Go.
See, and I've never played it, so all of my views.
When I was a little kid, I had cards, collected the cards.
Sure.
Traded and did the card battles,
And it was a little past. I was a little older.
Really?
So during, yeah, really. So I was a little older during that, so I missed the initial Pokemon wave. I didn't ever get into it. I'm still not into it. It's just not my thing. But it's just like what I just said earlier. The second you make something taboo, it gets too much power, and that's exactly the point in Saudi Arabia. You can't ban another culture just because it doesn't fit with your beliefs. I think that's a bunch of crap, dude. And it's just perpetuating a cycle. It's just perpetuating a cycle of control. And, if you... Basically, it's saying that if you don't do what we say, we're going to make you do it anyway.
Right.
So, and like I said, I have strong opinions on Pokemon Go. It's just not my thing. I have a conspiracy theory that Pokemon, and all anime, to be honest, is Japan's attempt to seize world domination by giving the West epilepsy. It's true. Look it up. Look it up.
I will.
Yeah. Oh, you will.
Yeah. Not right now.
But now I just heard, check this out, because this, in my brain, totally makes sense. And all the Pokemon fans are going to be like, whatever. I was just told another conspiracy theory not 5 minutes ago. Pokemon Go is Japan looking to map the U.S., and this is how they're doing it. This is how they're about to take over. They're mapping the U.S. because all of the lemmings, the Pokemon lemmings, are out there walking around with their GPS, giving unfathomable amounts of data to Japan. What are your thoughts on that part of it?
Well, like I said earlier to you before we start the video, I feel that, you know, the government, I mean, don't get me wrong, our government's a little fucked up, right, you know, at the moment, but I feel that, you know, they're at least smart enough and they are paying attention to that. If that was the case, they would have already clicked onto that by now and they wouldn't have let the app go viral.
Okay, so you're basically saying that while you don't agree with everything the government does, you do still feel that they're, you know, here to help, they're here to protect us, things like that. They aren't watching for stupid shit like that.
Right.
Gotcha. And I can get that. I understand that. I mean, I joke around a lot. Obviously, I don't think that Pokemon is a way for Japan to kind of take over the United States, but it's funny to say. And the fact of the matter is, it's funny to say because legit, if you sat and thought about it, if you sat down and thought about it, it is plausible. It makes sense, bro.
Yeah, it does.
So we have the kid running into the cop car, Pokemon Go. We've got people, find dead bodies. Dead bodies have been found with people playing Pokemon Go. We've had a guy, a YouTuber. Yeah, the trespassing and everything.
All the trespassing fines and, yeah.
Not only that, but you have the YouTuber that witnessed a murder. It was on Chaos Unsilenced, Jimmy or Chaos X Silencer. You know, so like check that part of it out. But you know, there's just so much shit going on with Pokemon Go that I won't play it. I refuse. It's not my jam. But I mean, I get people who want to play it. It's whatever. You know, it's all good. But oh, bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
I just whatever, dude. Get off me. But I guess, you know, some final thoughts on Pokemon for me. It's just never been my thing. I mean, I missed the window just because I was a little bit older when it really first started getting big, and it's just not my jam. I mean, I totally get people watching it. I totally get people playing it, but it's just not something that I'm into. Oh, also because you mentioned the Saudi Arabia thing, the religious tones talking about Pokemon Go. Now check this out. I watched it wasn't a YouTube video. It was on Facebook. I forget the link, but I'll find the link and I'll try to locate that and I'll put it up on the next video next week. What's up, Zahid? How you doing, buddy? There was a televangelist, a Christian televangelist, talking about Pokemon Go, and he went off. He called Pokemon Go a bunch of demons. He called it the devil. He said it's teaching our children witchcraft. He said, like, all of this shit. Like, this dude is heated. Like, I thought I hated Pokemon Go, but damn, son. How do you, like, that reminds me of Bobby Boucher's mom, the Waterboy's mom. Pokemon Go is the devil. For real, dude. Adam Sandler's gonna come out of the woodwork. Adam Sandler's gonna come out of the woodwork going, "You're playing the wrong Pokemon." I don't get it, dude. Just some of these people, and I guess that's the benefit. You know, I'm doing the same thing. You know, I'm using my platform here on YouTube to bitch and complain and fucking talk shit about what I want to talk shit about. But that's the benefit of being a small YouTuber that nobody watches. How about that? It's like I can say whatever the fuck I want. Nobody's watching. It's great. I love it.
Right.
We have Beast Killer joining the lobby. What's up, buddy? Good talk.
Yep, good talk. Man, what do we...
Yeah, I know, right?
Shut up.
What do we got next? What was... the Republican National Convention. Okay, so... Everybody knows all these protests, dude. All these protests that are going on all over the place, man. Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, fucking Pokemon Lives Matter. I don't give a flying fuck what matters. You have the Republican National Convention. They had a protest against police officers, okay? And it was a flag burning protest. So they burned an American flag. Now, this is how ignorant some people are. At this convention, the guy is setting the flag on fire. First of all, fuck him. But I get his right to do whatever the fuck he wants, but he's still a douchebag in my opinion. So he's setting the flag on fire. What does he do? He lights himself on fire as well. So the police, who are being protested against, step in to help the guy and put him out. They have fire extinguishers. The protesters panic. They panic. They think they're being pepper sprayed. They think they're being attacked by the cops. So they freak out. What does the guy say? Stop pepper spraying me. What does the cop say to the guy? Of course he says, you're on fire, stupid. What? Who are these people? I mean, really? The Black Lives Matter protesters. You know what? Fuck all that noise. I'm not a racist, dude. All lives matter. I don't give a flying fuck about your Black Lives Matter protest. Plain and simple. All lives matter. And all the statistics, if you look at all the statistics, it proves that the police have murdered more white people last year than black people. Like a significant amount more. Several hundred more. And so it just, the protest loses weight. I get wanting to have a voice. I get wanting to speak your mind. But the fact of the matter is you have to be educated in what you're talking about. So these Black Lives Matter, they've been blocking roadways. Like legit, like busy intersections. They've been crossing the road and like won't let people cross anywhere. They won't let people through. Well, okay, you're gonna do that? Really? I don't understand. Let me stand out in traffic. Don't you remember telling somebody that you hated, why don't you go play in traffic? I don't know if you've ever said that. I've said that to a bunch of people. Including an ex-girlfriend or two. But go play in traffic. Get the fuck out of my face. But when you stand in traffic and then you and they were legit like throwing stuff at people's cars, hitting people's cars, you know, things like that. And when you have that type of a mindset and you have people that are driving up and you're blocking the roadway and start throwing shit at their cars, what are they going to do? They're going to think they're being attacked and they're going to GTFO, man. And if you're standing in the way when they're taking their 2,000-pound vehicle through the intersection, what's going to happen? Your ass is getting ran the fuck over. It's just the way it is, bro. And then, here's the thing. The Black Lives Matter protesters that get hit by these cars, they're, again, protesting against the police, okay? They're advocating against police officers. They get ran over by a car, run to the police for help and for protection. Are you kidding me?
Common sense just goes out the window. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when it
comes, it's just wow.
Well, I mean, it's just like the people thinking things through. It's just not happening anymore, and it really makes me worried for our society.
Thinking what through?
Anything. If you don't know to not stand in traffic, what? It's mind-boggling. But, you know, what do I know? I'm by no means an expert. I mean, I don't know how much of an expert you would have to be to know there's a fucking car coming, you get out of the way. I don't know how much intelligence you need for that. Right. I mean, there's the autistic kid wearing a bike helmet that knows to get the fuck out of the road. So, it kind of is what it is.
Right. I mean, most parents teach their kids stay on the fucking road.
Yeah, look both ways before protesting.
Hold the hand.
Hold the hand? Well, these people need to start holding that L, because that's what's happening, dude. You're gonna get ran over. Hold that L. But, yeah, so that was, the dude lit himself on fire, and then the people panicked, thought they were being pepper sprayed. And then, at the Republican National Convention, this was a place, and they said that they didn't arrest as many people as they thought they were gonna. It was about, I think the numbers were 22 people in 4 days were arrested at the Republican National Convention for just getting too rowdy while protesting. And apparently there was a religious protest. These religious people were holding up signs that said, "Jesus is angry with all you sinners." So what is the natural response from some people? Well, the gay and lesbian community decided that it was a really sweet idea to walk right in front of those religious protesters and start fondling each other and making out. Awesome. I mean, good shit, I guess, you know?
I wish I was there.
Dude, I so wish I was there.
Oh, shit.
I'm not gay. It's 2016. If you're gay, more power to you, man. If you're a lesbian, more power to you. Find the person you love. Be happy with them. Fucking hold hands in public. Kiss each other in public. I don't give a fuck. It's just... and again, it just comes down to whether it's a political platform or whether it's a religious platform. People just shoving their views and their beliefs onto everyone else. It's becoming a problem. Not even becoming a problem. It's been a problem for decades, if not centuries, if not millennia. It has always been this way. When are we going to learn that shit doesn't work? When are we going to learn that different cultures have different ideals, that different groups of people have different priorities, different sets of morals? Big deal. Big deal. It affects no one else. If if a dude wants to kiss another dude, nobody else gets affected. Zahid, you can't hear me? Beast, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you just fine, yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking. Oh yeah, I've been talking. That's for sure.
Dude, we need to get my dad in on this on the voice where we're talking about the gay rights and all that. My dad is so against it. He's so against it.
I will debate everybody, but he already thinks I'm gonna like fucking kidnap and murder you.
Rape me in my sleep. Jeez.
Well,
Zahid, my dad's like 56, 57.
Yeah.
But come on. It's fun.
Well, but again, I mean, he's absolutely entitled to his opinion. And Zahid, you just told me that you can't hear me if I'm talking. I have been talking, so I guess if anybody else can't hear me on the video, I do apologize, and I'd be really pissed because I feel like this is a really good video we've been doing.
Yeah, we've been just
Just rambling on, dude. This is just the way this is going. And of course it would be my luck. One of my favorite videos, one of my favorite, topics to start talking about. My fucking audio is gonna screw up. That's awesome. But it is what it is. Wow, so we've covered the Republican National Convention. Pokemon Go is taking over the Earth, and lesbians make out in front of religious people. That's where we're at as a society. People are still complaining about who someone else is sleeping with, but then they get distracted by going to catch little monsters with a ball and learn witchcraft.
Watch, next thing they're gonna do is they're gonna make Pokemon Go illegal while driving.
Well, they should.
I mean, well then again, no, that'd be kind of stupid because technically you're not supposed to be on your phone and drive. Technically that law's already in place.
But they should. It should be illegal. I mean, that's just stupid. Like, if you're that focused on catching a fucking Pokemon, you got a problem, man.
This thing, someone gets too focused, it's like, oh, I gotta let the catch Pikachu into the fucking...
Can you, imagine someone's phone starts vibrating, and it's some fucking, but I don't even know what they're called, some fucking Bulbasaur that's worth 10 million points, and they just hit the brakes right in the middle of the freeway. They're like, that's my Pokemon.
They're sitting in there before
20 car pile up. 20 car pile up, 15 people dead, another 50 injured, but dude got his Bulbasaur. That's what's important.
Everyone kills him and he hit the gravestone. I got the Bulbasaur.
Yeah, beat that score, bitches.
Shit.
But see, it's not all bad. There's a lot of bad going on. There is a lot of bad going on, and but in all that bad, there are so many good stories. Like I sent, I don't know if you know, she's a Twitch streamer, actually a pretty big Twitch streamer. Her name, the Haley Baby. I sent her an article. She was having a really bad day. All the shootings and stuff like that were going on, and I let her know that I was like, hey, it's not bad all the time. For every bad thing that's happening, there really are 10 good things that are happening. You know what I mean? And so, like, one of the things was, I forget where it was, but there was this article about this class full of kids, and they were like first or second graders, something like that. But they were actually making like capes and costumes for homeless kids, like superhero costumes and stuff. And they were doing that for homeless kids, so that these homeless kids could feel like what they said they wanted these homeless kids to feel like superheroes too. Right. So they were making them costumes and capes and outfits and shit, dude. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that is.
So, I mean, that tells you that, all this bad shit, it's the fucking news. And those media people, those fucking personalities, those journalists are the biggest assholes out of all of this. You know why? Because they know the bad news is the only news that really sells. So what are they going to do? They're going to report all the bad news.
Right.
They're going to report all the school shootings, but they're not going to report on the kid who helps the kid in a wheelchair up into the school that doesn't have a ramp. They're not going to show that. They're not going to show the kids making the capes. There was one article out of everything, and that article was surrounded by a school shooting here. A police beats up a perpetrator there. It's surrounded by all this bad stuff, but they don't talk about all the good. So, in an effort to talk about something good, I did find an article about a very unlikely partnership. And this happened in Ireland, actually. This was actually started by a Christian group. A Christian group reached out to Muslims in Ireland as well as atheists in Ireland. And they said, the Christian group said there should be a separation of church and state when it comes to school. So religious education, it's like religious belief is so widespread. There's so many people that believe so many different things that I personally feel like you can't teach that. That shouldn't be a curriculum in school, because you're teaching something on a very narrow basis. You're teaching something that a vast majority of the rest of the world might not believe. You know what I mean? So you can't really gauge an education on that. You can't have that as a curriculum, in my opinion. Well, apparently these groups actually felt the same way. So they got together and actually started a coalition of Christians, atheists, and Muslims. And they're working towards, separating church and state. I think that's phenomenal. That just shows that, there are, focused-minded people on both sides of the issue. You know what? I wonder if... So some of my viewers said they couldn't hear me. I wonder if the title actually has caused something with YouTube that's not going to let me fucking record it. Me too. Well, I think that's all I have, Beast. Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you wanted to put in? Any last-minute articles you might have seen?
I think you pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I kind of went off, man. Oh well. I think it went good. I think it went good for our first episode. We ran a little short. It's a little shorter than I wanted it to. These are going to be about a half hour long usually.
It came a little bit unexpected for me, so I think...
Oh, yeah, I mean, this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing, which I apologize, man. We'll be more prepared next week.
Besides, we'll have Nick to kind of join up with us.
Yeah, do you want to hear opinions on politics and religion in bad language? Good God. This kid's going to go off. He is going to go off. That's going to be pretty funny. So, okay, on that note, YouTube, I've just been kind of driving around this mountain range for the last 20 minutes. I haven't really been doing anything. I definitely want to thank everyone for showing up. We had a few viewers here throughout. I appreciate that. Hopefully the audio worked. If it didn't, you're not even hearing me right now, so it doesn't matter. We are trying to reach 100 subscribers on YouTube, so if you would do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. We're working towards a giveaway. 100 subs is going to get we're going to start a giveaway. Follow me on Twitter at Reaper_AES. The winner of this giveaway is going to receive either a year of PlayStation Plus or a year of Xbox Live. So that's the giveaway. We're going to try to get some Cinch Gaming apparel. Cinch Gaming is a sponsor of Asylum Esports. So if you go to cinchgaming.com, use code AsylumReaper for 5% off. Controllers, apparel, just anything and everything. It's really good products, But other than that, just give us a follow on Twitter. Go ahead and follow the YouTube. I'm also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Asylum_Reaper. Give me a follow there. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. And I do Saturday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. also Mountain Time. So go ahead and follow me on Twitch as well. And once again, this is your boy Reaper. I am out of here.